Hello, thank you for tuning in. For this selection, readings, the tarot cards I'm going to use are Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. At the top here is the website. I think his name is there too. usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. In case I didn't leave that up long enough, there's Ciro. Okay, and for the Oracle cards, your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. Hopefully that's in focus. And I can give you the rest of the information if you're interested. And I use dice. The dice I use are they're Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's from Amazon.com. I use the 20-sided dice for the major arcana, which obviously does omit 21, but still, I use it. And for the minor arcana, I use the 4-sided dice to choose the element, and then the 12-sided dice for like which number, and it goes up to knight. It excludes queen and king, but I roll with it either way, in case you're wondering. All right, with that being said, thank you, and on to your reading.
Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for you? Aries. Double card. Okay, why not? Why not? Oh, that's interesting. Can we have a clarifier on both? Okay. This is going to be fun. Ironically, it ends well. I don't really know if there's actually a bad part, but there's a challenging part. There's a challenging part. Where are my dice? So, there's a situation. How are you? It's the person. It's the person. It's more about the person than the situation to start with. Can we get more about this person? 10 of Wands, half in, half out, and the 19 reversed. Somebody wants to reclaim something. Somebody wants to reclaim something. I don't know if it's their youth, or it's kind of like maybe they used to do something better. I feel like somebody wants to reclaim something. I keep getting that. And this person, I feel like on the outside, most people know them is very, I want to say pleasant. Like most people don't know that they have more of a bite to their personality. It's something they keep more to themselves. Not everybody knows they have that bite to their personality. But you do. And I feel like you respect this person more for it. Take that with a grain of salt, of course. But like the fact that they can, if they need to, I feel like you like that better. I don't know if I like the fact that they can, that they have that within them. I think you like that because I'm like, I don't know how it came out when you found out. So like I don't know if you saw them blow up or what happened. But I feel like it's kind of like, you know what, you need to have a backbone like that once in a while. And I feel like you're kind of like, yeah, make sure you keep it under control best you can, but you should have that. That way people don't walk all over you. But for that same reason, I feel like I'm aware of it. I feel like I like this person. But I do see you... You're not really standing back, but you're not going forward. The Hanged Man is kind of like... Whatever position you've been in, you've stayed in. You haven't moved closer, you haven't moved away. If they move closer to you, you have no response. If they move farther from you, you have no response. I feel very Switzerland about the whole thing, really, with this card. Kind of like, I'm not really doing anything with it. It's not that I won't. It's just right now I'm not. But then they're coming forward. Is it them? What's going on? How is this happening? Is it them? I feel like it's them. Page of Cups, half in, half out, and the Judgment, half in, half out. I feel like you're getting the information that I think it's them, because I don't see you getting involved with this otherwise. I feel like it's them. I feel like you're doing well with them. They're telling you something. Things are fairly good. They're fairly happy, but there's something here that they want to reclaim. I keep getting I want to reclaim something. I want something back. I want to fight for something like that. I am getting like workout vibes. Like maybe they felt like they were more fit when they were younger and they want to get that back. Could be something like that. I don't know if I can get any. It's something where they're like things aren't that bad, but they could be better. It's something like that. I just can't seem to touch on it very well. I don't know why. I do get the health card coming in here, along with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. It is the three, yeah, yep. So work going into something, wanting to start it off, want to reclaim something. It seems like it's a good thing for them. So this should be on the up and up. Should be on the up and up. Okay. They seem to involve you in it. You could be a part of this. Why is Aries interested in this? Nine of Cups half in, half out, and the Hanged Man half in, half out. I feel like you're at that point where it's kind of like, you know what? Why not? I feel like you're in one of those moods, actually. I don't know if that sounds weird, but it's kind of like in one of those, like, why not moods. Like, you know what? Let's find out what this really is. This is very interesting. Because I feel like I'm having more conversations with this person and I'm like, all right, I'm on board with you. That's good. I feel like that's where this is going. Like, I'm on board with you. You want to do it? Let's do it. I'm on board with you. I keep feeling that. There is benefit to you from this. Like, you do get benefit from being a part of this is what I'm getting. Okay. So now what they're saying is it's the what would work better for you to handle this, how to get this going your way, is to not take the lead. I got the Queen of Wands. The King and Queens are leaders. No matter which one it is, it's a leader energy. It's kind of it's fire either way, but it's how they lead. Do not lead this forward. That leads to disappointment. That leads to no, don't do that. This is Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is not fun. It's going to be like, I wish I didn't. I feel this, I wish I didn't do that. Do not lead this forward. Be a part of it, yes, but do not lead. And there seems to be this little bit of a floundering energy, and it's kind of like, I understand how Aries is like, listen, I didn't show up just to twiddle my thumbs. Let's do something. I get that, but don't lead on this. Because I feel like there's some aspect that you could lead with. Don't do that. Don't lead on any of this. Be a part of it, that's fine. But they're saying, don't do anything until they ask you to do something, and then back up what they're asking you to do. Do not lead. Like the Two of Wands is like, don't do anything on your own. Don't push anything forward. Don't do anything until they ask you to. And what they ask you to, just do what they ask and just get it done and keep going. Don't lead. Because I feel like there's a little bit of a frustration here, kind of like this isn't going anywhere. So I'll just push the ball forward, which makes sense why you would want to. I'm getting don't do that. Let them lead. If they ask you to help, do what they ask, but don't do any more. Of course, don't do any less either, of course. But I'm getting just let them take the reins of it. Because something is like, can we get like what goes well for Aries if they do this? Like if they hold it to the side and they don't lead and just follow the energy. Ooh, you might avoid the devil. The devil is upside down, which is good. Then they get the Seven of Pentacles. Things are not quite ready. Things are not quite ready. Being involved, being committed to it's great, but there's a timing element to this situation. Aries is either let's do it or don't. I feel like that's an Aries thing. Like, all right, we're going to do it, let's do it. If we're not, then that's not. I don't think Aries likes to sit back and wait for the perfect moment, usually. Aries can be strategizing, but then again, if you're going to be a strategist, you got to know all the ins and outs and why and what. That's a whole other thing. I don't feel like you have that intel in this situation, so I feel like strategist doesn't really work here for some reason. I don't think you get enough information or you know enough of the moving pieces to really be effective in that arena. Not fully effective anyway. Aries typically is a great strategist though. Typically, that's the base Aries energy. Let them lead. Keep a positive friendship with this person. positive connection. Center on that more. Let it be good times. Don't do anything until they ask you to. Because when the moment comes, there's something with timing with this. When the moment does come, it will be coming in really fast, and a lot will happen all at once. You got the 8 of Wands, things coming in very fast. The self-acceptance with the Kuthumi is like, it's kind of like when you're on the roller coaster. It's kind of like once you're on, you're on. I'm going to give my analogy for a roller coaster because I'm not the biggest fan. My body just doesn't handle it well. So when we're going up that first thing, when I was younger anyway, that first hill, it's kind of like, oh, I remember why I don't do this. That's my brain though going, oh yeah, now I remember why I don't do this. Oh boy. But once you commit to it, it's better to commit to it than not. It's going to just keep going. There could be a moment of nervousness is what I'm getting with this self-acceptance. When it starts going, I feel like, what's happening? What's going on? And this other person's like, just do this Aries, do that Aries. And you're like, all right, I got it. It'll be over before you know it. It'll happen out of nowhere. Even though you know it's coming, when it finally happens, it's kind of a shock is what I'm getting. Going, oh, here we go. And then the Kuthumi is it has kind of a world feel for me. I feel like things are more in your control after this situation. It's going to depend how it plays out, but things are more in your control after this situation. To what degree is debatable. It's a general read, but that will get you where you want to go with this situation. Whatever this is, it will get you where you want to go. I feel very good about being over on this side. I feel very good about being over on this side. Like, I feel like I can partake now. I don't know. I can partake. Like I can partake. Like if there was a buffet, it's like now I have the ability to go get what I want from the buffet. And there's a lot there. I feel like it's does that make sense? I think it does. I can partake. I can partake at that point. And maybe before you couldn't. Maybe you weren't invited to the buffet before this. You're invited to the buffet after, and you can partake. Anything else? All right. I'm going to let that go there. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.